Hi, my loves, and welcome back to Ocean Aura. My name is Phoenix Rose. You can call me Phoenix. And before we get into it, as per usual, please like, share, and subscribe. All of my information for personal readings are in the description box below. I don't know why I'm blanking, y'all. Y'all know where everything is in the description box, right? Like, let's get it. You guys, today has been a day. I'm also bringing back the tarot, and this is going to be your mid to end of May reading, because I know I came out with the overview a little late, but you know, let's see how the rest of the world is doing. So let's get right into it. You know what I mean? The rest of the month. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. That is someone who is emotionally mature at his highest vibration. And I know that this person is at their highest vibration because we also have Temperance, which talks about patience, talks about balancing. You know, she balances the extremes. She's tempering the glasses and the liquid inside the glasses. So this is also the card of the alchemist. So maybe this week, well, you know, this could be this week or pushing towards the end of this month, you're really finding emotional stability, emotional balance, so that way you can manifest the things you want. You know, when your emotions are out of whack and you're all over the place, it's very hard to manifest. But when you are seated in your higher consciousness, when you are still and centered within, you can manifest quickly. And these are some very, very good looking cards for that. And then we also have the Four of Swords, which talks about meditation, talks about rest. This is a time of rest, of healing. So there's healing taking place, and there is like this time of giving yourself permission to slow down a little bit, you know? I was talking in my last video about how like my jaw was clenched. And it was so funny because this amazing woman I follow on, I don't know her personally, but I just love her page. I just love her energy. I'm waiting till her store restocks so I can finally purchase something. She has this beautiful online botanica, and she's just so dope. Her name is the Flower Child Bruja. The Flower Child Bruja. Okay, go follow her on Instagram. She's so dope. She was like, she posted one time like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but unclench your jaw or something like that. And like, she was talking about, or had made mention of the fact that she had been having to remind herself a lot to unclench her jaw. And it's because we have all of this tension, my loves. We have all of this built up frustration. So even when we are, or like, you know, like this angst feeling, and so even when we feel like, I feel fine, I feel great, and then I'm like, why do I have a headache? It's because my jaw has been clenched. And so it hasn't been doing that for the last couple of days, thankfully. I think it did a little bit yesterday, and I was like, oh no, let's go meditate. Like we're shutting it down early. And I just think that this time, especially towards the end of this month, because we got work to do, my loves. We got lives to go get. We got level ups to achieve. We got glow ups to continue. You know, we got evolution, constant evolving to do, my love. So this is the energy you want to be seated in when you're doing it, okay? And I really feel like a lot of you have been doing your work, and this group who I'm talking to, you've done it. Like, so just be aware that easier times are coming. Don't worry, my loves, you know? And you see, just as I said that, you see, look, this is the old energy, right? Like, I gotta be ready for anything because shystiness is around me. And this might be what you're clearing out coming towards the end of the month. You know, it might be like, Somebody in your camp don't really want to see you win. Somebody in your space isn't really for you, you know? Use discernment. I don't know who it could be. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're doing this to yourself. Maybe this is self-sabotage. Whatever the case is, it's and by the way, this is still forward movement because you went from the 4 to the 5. So again, like taking that time to really be internal, to really focus on what's going on is what's going to help you see clearly. It's going to help you use that discernment. You know, swords are thoughts. And so do you have a clarity of thinking? And then as soon as I said times are going to get easy, which I do believe they will. I think this is more so past energy or the last little bit you need to clean up. Because we got the 10 of swords. Now I know it looks crazy and gruesome, but this is endings. This is completions. This is like, you don't got to learn this lesson again, boo. You're done. Okay? This person, this situation will never have to teach you this again. I got it. This is all I'm going to get here. Cool. I'm done. And it's also about like, you know, it does sometimes speak to like betrayals or things like that, but maybe that's what's coming to an end, right? Like just from the 5 to the 10, doubled up and doubled down on getting rid of things that didn't serve you. And so now you have a way forward. And what came out right after the 10 was the ace, because it's a new cycle that's beginning and you're laying foundations and laying way to the new, right? Like the new is here and it's like, oh, we're scrambling because there's still stuff in the news space. Clean up the last little bit of it, because aces are about new beginnings, and this is about clarity of mind. This is about discernment. You see the crown here, like you are coming into your into the energy of being the divine sovereign and ruler of your own being, of your own life. And so this could also talk of communication coming in. You know, now you've freed up the space for there to be communication from, I don't know, whoever. Maybe it's somebody you're looking forward to hearing from. Maybe it's new communication coming in, and you know, it's like, oh man, like this energy feels so great. I'm so glad, you know, I'm so glad you came into my life. I'm trying to debate you guys on what I want to pull. So let's do a enchanted map oracle, right? Let's see. Let's get some. I'm sorry, I'm like interrupting myself with my own thoughts. Let's get some clear ways ahead on the map, right? Like, let's just get into it. They're like, any day now, Phoenix. What are you trying to say? Yeah, man, I've been feeling tired, and I'm like, it doesn't matter how. Look at the universe. Like, stop talking about all that. All this fabulousness about to come. Metamorphosis. Oh, you guys. Look at the flamingos. You see how the butterfly is coming out of the cocoon right here? Can you see that? Like, that's you, boo. This last was the dark night of the soul. If you think you're only gonna go through one, don't be disappointed when you find yourself back in one. If you do, it's not a bad thing. It is you shedding another skin. It's you burying the old man. It's like, and if it happens more rapidly, oh, well then boo, that's how many times you're changing and leveling up. Like, I can't still do this. I can't still be feeling like this. I gotta move on because I have nothing left on this level. I don't have anything to do here. Coming to life. My loves, This new thing that you're birthing is coming to life. This new version of you is coming to life. Who's showing up to collect the prizes? Oh my goodness. Coming apart. This talks about ending, separation, separating. But again, I'm still feeling like this is the energy of, you know, metamorphosis. It's like the butterfly has to say goodbye to the caterpillar. I will never see you again. I will never be a caterpillar again for the rest of my days. You have to start thinking of it like this, my loves. What is coming to life is putting to death something else, and you need to be okay with whatever that is, because this new thing is so good. So come apart from it, but come apart with it gently. Allow it to happen, you know, like be okay with it happening. Hang on. Goblins, because you see, if you try to stay back where you were, all of these yucky things are gonna come looking for you. That's like disputes, that's like trickery, that's like you know, like just low vibrational energy that doesn't serve you. Anxieties, fears, you know, all these things that have no place where you're going, boo. Has no place where you are right now. You have gone through a change. You might wake up and look in the mirror and be like, well, I look the same, but you're not the same. Okay? Sometimes that major metamorphosis is only going to be visible below the surface. And look at that rescue. That's help coming in. That's hands to help. And again, this idea of maybe, you know, you're, now that you're clearing out the goblins and stuff like that, you're actually calling in your real tribe, real people who are there, who really want to see you shine, who really want to see you win. I just want to see a little bit of what rescue is talking about, because I don't pull that card often when I'm like, you know, reading for myself or for a client. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You only need to ask, and assistance will come your way. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but okay. Now you have room and space to create because you balanced yourself. This was at the bottom of the deck, okay? This balancing act you did was to balance your emotions out so that you could really just settle into the change, the transformation, the transition, the metamorphosis, okay? And now, like, you're calling the people in who want you to win. You understand? Like, yes. Yes. I'm loving it. And let's get one last one. Shall we? Let's pull a native spirit, because you know it's my jam. Mean these cards. This is a love thing. Yeah, if I seem a little distracted, it's because my mom went to the hospital, nothing too serious. So don't worry. Don't send no worry vibes over here, okay? It's all good. But she had like an infection under her arm, and she was trying to manage it herself because, you know, we're trying to do our part, you know, don't go out if you don't need to, and, you know, try to manage things as best you can at home so you don't have to go to the hospital. But it became unmanageable. So yeah, she's just waiting to be seen now. Like, she's literally there now. So like sometimes I'm looking up at my phone and seeing if she's trying to reach out or something. Oh, the times. Circle of life at the bottom of the deck. And we got, and I love that these came out because it's like, the universe like, yo, mama's fine. Medicine bag, and we got sweat lodge. And both these things speak to deep healing and cleansing. We also have the wounded healer, spirit of earth, and prayer feather, which I just got in the last reading, but you saw I was shuffling these cards. So prayer feather wanted to come out and talk to you again. And that's about loving, being loving, even when it's hard to, even when people are not behaving in a way that would make you want to send no love their way. Yeah, so also be mindful that everybody is going through this situation right now, and everybody's not going to respond to it the same, and everybody's not going to be where you're at. So even if you're finding that you are still in a loving and supportive vibration, everybody's not going to be able to do that, and you should be okay with that. You shouldn't be comparing like, well, you know, I could do it and go through this. Why can't you? Everybody's not you, boo. Some people love healing and peaceful vibrations, even if it has to be just at a distance. Like, hey, I love you, but our energies ain't meshing right now, or I'm just really trying to harness and protect my own energy right now, so I'm sending you loving, peaceful vibes from afar. That's good, because oftentimes when we try to force that thing and like no, well, let's talk and let's be in each other's faces and spaces, what happens is that the only thing that enters the room is the frustration. The only thing that enters the conversation or the energy field is the worry or the like, something's wrong. Instead of, you'll do more like, is your helping really helping? These are questions you have to ask yourself, and you have to ask like, well, if that person was in my space, would their helping really be helping? Would their energy be helping mine? If they're not in a good space, you have to just, preserve, and you would do better to keep it to yourself and send out loving, uninterrupted vibrations, and untainted vibrations, versus like trying to force a thing, So, and I get it. Sometimes it's like, no, you're being a real butthole right now, like, but find a loving way to communicate that, and also not let that turn into a tower moment, okay? So for medicine bag, love hanging out with you guys. It's just like, hey friends. It says, gather your resources. See how I got serious real quick. Be discerning. Vast inner power is growing in your life. Step back and let it grow. There are times to shine brightly for all to see, and there are also times to choose carefully who sees your true self. Choose wisely. Do not make hasty decisions. If it doesn't feel right, hold back. You're protected from any less than positive outside influences. Your capacity and potential are growing in leaps and bounds. Okay, my loves? So that's the same as like, how do you call it? Even like the rescue card, or like the coming apart, the metamorphosis, it's that same thing about like, you are undergoing a transformation. And so this is the time for this metamorphosis. Like all of the things you required as a caterpillar, you're not gonna need, and they won't really serve you as a butterfly, right? Gather your resources, use discernment, the things that prey on caterpillars, you encounter an entirely different predator when you're a butterfly. And it's not to be like negative, like, ugh. It's to say like, you gather what you need for this leg of the race, for this leg of the journey. And then we have Sweat Lodge. Cleanse yourself, body, mind, and soul. Purify, clutter clear. Let go of objects and relationships that no longer serve you. Purify your body, go within, meditate, talk to the Creator, give thanks. Y'all, I'm just really saying, I literally just said that. That the coming apart card was about, like, you know, letting go of things that don't serve you, that some people are not for you, and that you have to let them go lovingly, you know? It's like, cleanse yourself, meditate, go within, and then treat everyone accordingly. Wounded healer. Healing energy, vitality, and life force energy are flowing through you and to you. You are a healer, and you provide healing for others, even if you're not conscious of it. Whatever needs healing in your life is being resolved. Your so-called faults are becoming your virtues. No matter what has happened in your past, that does not need to equal the future. It's true, the cracks can be where the light enters the soul. I know that's right. And Spirit of Earth, because I already talked about Prayer Feather. We're just going to do Spirit of Earth. Prosperity is blossoming in all areas of your life. Why? Because you did the transformation. You broke out of the cocoon. You are strong and grounded. Who you are is enough, just as you are. Connect more fully with nature. The Spirit of Earth asks that you tend to your health. Detoxify your body. Understand how to use your body's physiology. Pay attention to how your body feels and responds accordingly. Create a home for your soul. Have objects in your home that feel good to you every time you see them. Be present. Cherish the here and now. Okay, my loves? Like, this beautiful, beautiful healing you have been doing. I know that even still, some of it still feels like, ouch, hey, damn, come on. But I promise, my loves, I promise, this is where your glow up is. This is where your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is. It is in your healing. It is in your purifying and detoxing mind, body, and soul. Okay, so yes, eat better, clean out your system, do a detox, change your diet, do things that serve you in this vehicle that is a vessel for you. It is your home. It is a home to your soul, to you. And you know, I loved that quote about being kind to yourself. You know, you house a memory to someone. You house a soul. You house your very inner divine being. It is important. I'm going to end this message here because it's tying right into my outro. Because you count, you matter, and you are important. All right, my loves? And this thing that you are doing is for your highest good. It is going to bring you everything you're looking for. Everything you seek is within. And I just want to read, because I mentioned the Circle of Life card. I was going to end it there, but something's telling me. All things are possible. Stand in your center and be open. I have been talking about being centered. I'm just loving this. The four winds are bringing your dreams to fruition. Embrace and accept where you are in the great circle of life. Bounty and abundance are flowing to you. If you've had relationship or financial challenges, things are about to change. I'm going to leave it there, my loves. I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. And I will see you on the next one. Later. Enjoy the rest of your May.